Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Out of War. I think they fixed the audio bug. I don't have to go save my audio every time I load in the game anymore, so that's cool. What we're going to do today is a bunch of dirt moving. I'm going to go ahead and make this a drive-through ore loading spot. I'd already cleared all that off when I was making that area, so I'm just going to clean up some more of this dirt and make this a drive-through area. That is the plan. I did a little testing. I bought the bigger truck. Let me just bring that up. I think it was the 200. Yeah, the 200E, because I don't have that one unlocked yet. And I've done that a couple times. It's just too big for what I'm trying to do here, so I don't think I'm going to be going any bigger than the rock truck that we have. So just FYI. And I'm not sure about the metal. I might change up the ramp a little bit, but the main thing is let's get some dirt moved. And some of that is pay dirt, so we'll be making some money, which is always nice. It's also nice to be back in the loader. It's been a little while. Been doing lots of other stuff. We're back in the old what is this? L11. Been so long since I've been in, I couldn't remember which one it was. So just a lot of back and forth scooping today, which I find pretty chill. I did, you can see up there on the hill, I did add a water tank. It said it's supposed to act like a buffer. As far as I can tell, it doesn't do anything right now. It doesn't fill up with water. It just sits there, acts like a pipe. But it's there for future. There we go. I see the animation on the wash plant. Should be washing up some of this pay dirt. If I was set up to dump with the dump truck up here, I'd probably load the dumper and bring it over, but this is set up for dumping the wheel loader. Whoa, easy, easy, easy. And it's not that far of a run, so we'll just be running back and forth here. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's what the little kids used to say. Now, as I record this, it's July 4th. I'm not sure when it'll come out, but hope you had a safe and happy 4th if you're celebrating Independence Day. They started early here. It was pretty lively last night. People like their boom booms. I can't blame them. I used to do a lot of that too. Now that the kids are grown up, it's just not really a thing anymore. They're kind of fun to watch, but we don't really do much fireworks these days. Rather let somebody else spend the money and just watch. Plus, it's hot outside. I'm spoiled by air conditioning. Hot and muggy, as we say here in Missouri. Muggy means humid. High humidity. It's definitely not a dry heat. Thought about doing this as a stream. I don't think there's quite enough work here to make a stream out of it, so we're just going to make a scooping episode. Some people like it. If not, that's okay. You can just skip this one. It's just going to be me moving material. Then we might make some gold bars or something at the end. We'll see how much ore we end up with. And actually, let me put the parking brake on. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to take out some of this railing and stuff. so I don't keep having to worry about running into it. Oh, there's no wood under that, huh? Let's not put wood under there because we don't have any. Okay. Well, we'll put you back then. I'll have to paint that. There we go. So we're loading. I really could start making the ramp down right here. So I might come over here and scoop some of this out after we take another bite. And I can start building the ramp down. Then we'll kind of blend into the dirt. We'll need to even out some of this. Might have to do a little dirt work over here. I might use the little loader for that. We'll just have a little loop-de-loop here. Which I wasn't going to do, but then after I moved all that dirt to fill in over there, it just kind of made sense to go ahead and make this a through loading point. The plan is to kind of go over to that retaining wall. I threw some wood blocks down just as a reference. Speaking of wood blocks, I did chop a bunch of trees, and the workbench is over there crafting away. Not sure what happened with that load. It says overloaded, but looks like it was partially empty. Alright, let's run down and get some fuel. We'll grab a scoop up here. It's all pay dirt, so we might as well scoop some of that out. Ooh, she's struggling. I wonder if the component wear has anything to do with power. I haven't really tested that. Speaking of component wear, how are we doing? Oh, we're just about out on the turbo. This might turn into a repair episode as well, because that turbo and the battery are just about toast on this thing. It says 10.9 hours. I don't know if that's real time. Could be. I've used this thing a ton. I guess we'll run her till it quits, and we'll go make a turbo. Whee! Ladies and gentlemen, physics. I don't know if that turbo getting worn out was causing my power to go down, or if it's just because it's a steep hill. I'd expect this thing to grind to a halt any second here. Let's go ahead and go across here one more time. Scoop a little more of that pay dirt out, and then I'll get the ramps down in there to see where we need to dig. We lined up there pretty good. Get a little bit of a run at the hill. Seems like I was getting a little framey there for a bit. Not sure why. Usually this runs smooth as butter. That didn't work out. Okay. He's fallen out of the bucket even though the bucket's tipped all the way up. I do like the way these vehicles bounce around on these big rubber tires. That feels really good. That being said, I've never operated one of these in real life, so I don't know how accurate it is, but it feels right. All right, let's get some ramps down. And we'll see how this thing looks. All right, so we want to snap like so. Yeah, we can dig some of this out. Oh. I was going to show you the, I don't know if you guys have seen this. You probably had, but they have a metal analyzer now, which is kind of cool. I thought maybe it would look underground, but it just tells you what you're looking at. So if you're new to the game, or you know some of the ores look really similar, then you could just point this at it and it'll tell you what it is if it's something you can pick up. Anyway, that's in the shop. It's like 65 bucks. It's super cheap. Now back to your regularly scheduled digging. Yeah, let's knock a little bit out of here. Give us some guidelines to go on here. Yeah, something like that. I kind of want to almost move this over there, but we'll sort that out after when we're in the decorating phase. Wait, look at my fuel. Is that because my parts are worn out? Does it make the fuel use super high? That's crazy. We just filled up with fuel. I mean, I'm okay with that. If that's a game mechanic, that's fine. Whee! Yeah, that's nuts. We literally just filled up. I thought the turbo would have given out by now. Here we are, still chugging away. Maybe it has given up. No, it's still at 2.3. That's gone down any. Hmm. Okay. Something's up. At the rate we're using up fuel, definitely something going on. I was stuck on that little piece of dirt. Yeah, we're just eating fuel. Let's dump this out. I'm gonna go make a turbo and a battery. We'll see if that does anything for the fuel consumption. That's pretty wild. It's also possible they just tweaked all the numbers and I didn't know yet. Alright, while we're going downhill, we might as well take a load. I could just teleport down there, but let's do it legit. I think I still got some copper in there. I'll go check. Nope. Guess we ran all the copper through there. Oh wow, we got like 800 gold ore. Look at that. And we got some silicon ore. The ruby and diamond, I assume we're just gonna go right through, but we'll load it in there and try it. Do that, consume. Turn you on. I got a little bit of dirt and pay dirt. We'll just send through the system. Like that. Drag these guys back down. Woo. While it's loading, I'll check on my crafting. There we go. Got some more blocks. I've got a few wood floor. But that takes the planks as well. I don't have any of those, so we'll make another 8 of the wood blocks. That's all ran through. What else do we want to send down? I guess we'll just sell the dirt. We'll let that one fill up. Because we get a decent amount for a stack of dirt, right? Yeah, 14 grand. Doesn't mean much these days, but back when I started, that was a decent chunk of money. Alright, we'll run this a little bit down. Have to buy some more yellow paint. So we kind of got to drive through here. Just needs smoothed out a little bit. This gives me a good idea where I need to go, and it looks like I cleared the trees about right. And we got almost all 5s across there. 5,555,506. Just need $49 more. Here it goes over into the smeltery. Yeah, it's a word. It's a word. I sell for $49. Alright, that's the wrong storage. That's the beam storage. Got just a little bit of stuff in here we can sell. This stuff's all sells for more than that per bar. I know it's silly, but it'll make me so happy. Oh, $46. $67. That's pretty close. Need $3 more. What's a piece of dirt sell for? $1. Gonna do it. Almost said chat. This isn't a stream. We're gonna do it, folks. Oh, he rounded up and went over. No. Fail. I forgot it rounds. It rounds up. Okay, well, we tried. We were very close. So if I sold all that right now, I've got a full stack of iron. It's not like I need extra. There's another 57 grand, another 70 grand, another 300 grand. We got so much money. All right, back to the digging. Oh no, wait, I came down here to build a turbo, didn't I? I probably needed that copper to build a turbo. What do we need to build a turbo? Let's go look. Build a turbo probably in these guys. Hydraulic pump, turbo, steel rod, and some. Oh, we need some aluminum. Ew. I don't think I've found aluminum yet. So that's out the window. I'm gonna have to buy a turbo. Plastics. I haven't found lithium yet either. All right, so we're gonna have to buy a battery and a turbo. Duly noted. Some of that more exotic stuff I haven't found yet. So for now, I guess we'll just buy parts. It's been kind of my rule for this playthrough is if I can craft it, then I have to craft it. I can't remember. Did I ask, has anybody found lithium or aluminum on this map? Remind me again in the comments if you have. I don't know if it's on this map. Maybe it is. Maybe it's really deep or something. All I found so far is coal, iron, and copper. You know, then of course pay dirt. All right, I'm going to once again park the truck over here kind of out of the way. Then I'm going to have Amazon fly me over a thing. Batteries. Ooh, we can buy the high quality battery. Oh, so they come in different conditions. Got it. Okay, we're going for the best. Turbos. High quality turbo. Done. This thing's gonna be running like a dream. So I'm gonna stick that in the storage. I'm just curious if it stays in there. No other real reason. There we go. Vehicle repaired. Make sure she's fully fueled. All right, let's see how the fuel usage goes. It's still really high, then I guess they just changed it. Thing's guzzling gas like my old 69 GMC half-ton pickup used to. Good old 350 with a 4-barrel quadrijet on it. Thing would get 10.5 miles to the gallon. Didn't matter if you were running empty or pulling a horse trailer. 10.5 miles to the gallon on the nose. That was an awesome truck. I wish I hadn't had to sell it, but I was a poor kid and I had to sell it. So. It was old when I had it. Guy bought it to use as a farm truck. So I'd like to think it's still kicking around somewhere in a cow pasture. Hauling hay or something. Who knows? That was, it would have been 25, no, 30, almost 30 years ago. So it could be long gone now. Definitely would be more rusted in Missouri. Yeah, it's getting kind of framey. I don't know if it's the water pump. It's the only real thing that's changed over here. Seems to be kind of when I'm looking in that direction. Alright, I think I need... Yeah, we need this more off this direction. Whee! Yeah, we're still just guzzling fuel. So I guess that's just a thing. You have to refuel every 10 minutes. Let me know your experience with the vehicles. Oh boy, that was tragically bad. Let's get some of this smoothed out though. What are you doing over here? All right, I think we're on these two, right? Yeah. Guys snapped on here. All right, we don't want to go any lower than that guy. In fact, I don't even really need to go that low. Maybe they hotfixed the fuel a little too hard because we're not using any fuel at all. Maybe they just went back to the opposite extreme. Bouncy bounce. Alright, I might get the roller over there. Is the roller still over here? What did I do with the roller? Yeah, let's drive towards the hopper. Let's try that as a strategy. Yeah, we're almost out of fuel. That's pretty crazy. That's got to be a bug. Let's see. Roller, where are you? So left it down at the other spot. See if we can shave a little bit of that off with here with the little guy. See, there's kind of a crown here. We just need to kind of shave the crown off. Look at him, he's so cute. Just a little bitty feller. I was kind of trying to make a bulldozer out of it. Didn't work out quite as planned. Sorry, we get some asphalt in there. I guess that'll go through the plant, maybe? We'll find out. That's an awesome horn. Yeah, man. Give it her all she's got, Captain. This is pretty much all dirt, I think, so. I'm going to make a pile right there. It's actually worked pretty good to kind of just take that crown off. Now I need to get my roller up here and work it over. I really wish they'd fix that. That is super annoying. The bucket should not pick up dirt when it's pointed towards the sky. And I would assume they have like a collider box and it comes down a little bit. So if that's too low, it intersects with the ground and pulls stuff into the bucket. Obviously, I don't know because I don't have the code to the game, but that's my guess. All right, let's go to map and then I keep forgetting about the drone. I need to use that some more. I never did look into the time-lapse thing. I still need to do that. There's my roller. All right, return. Wait, where are you? Okay, fine. Return to inventory. We'll bring it up here. There it is. Found it. Is it B for beacon? Yeah, there we go. Got the flashy lights on here. We got to use them. I don't know if I'll end up putting asphalt down on this or not. It would take care of the weed problem. Alright, this might take a little doing. I'm going to try to smooth this up a bit. A little bit of a hump here, don't we? Well, I'm going to smooth this out and we'll see. We might still need to move some more material. We'll get it smoothed out and see what we got to work with. I hit G. Apparently I didn't. Yeah, I accidentally double tapped it. This keyboard is super sensitive. We'll be driving over pay dirt. It seems kind of a shame, but there's plenty of pay dirt to go around. Alright, let's smooth out some of this side here just so it looks a little better. Not necessarily going to be driving on it, but we'll make it look a little better. There we go. Alright, B for beacon to turn that off. Alright, let's do a little detailing work. And I think I'll start by moving this over. We do have, let's run the pay dirt through. Why not? And I'm going to need some more steel floor. Need some more yellow paint too. Let's just go ham. Got plenty of money. Alright, so those are on their own separate little pad, and then these are going to be here. Nope, snap. So we need at least 7 more of those. Maybe 11 to even it on out. Yeah. Those back. Probably gotta put some railings along here as well. Okay, so we need 2, 4, probably a dozen of each, steel plates and railing. So I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to bust down here to this guy. I'm going to check my storage container for parts before we go try to build a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought. We got some stuff here. Like we've got enough, probably. And we might as well take some staircases, just in case. Maybe some steel block. Let's just take a bunch of stuff up there in case I want to use it. Alright, that ought to do. We'll take the orange pylons too. Why not? Then we'll hop back up here in this guy. Then we'll just finish out the theme here with steel plates along the side. Just because it looks cool. No other real reason. We'll be careful and paint the right thing. The mouse is a little jerky sometimes. Jerky. That sounds really good. Alright. There we go. Now we're looking schwanky. And we got a little footbridge across. This guy making stuff for us. We're probably okay on the stairs. I'm not sure what I want to do here yet. Maybe I'll go back like this level and change out some of that. But let's change that up so it doesn't look quite so ridiculous. Make it look like there's actually a wall there, even though there's not. It's all about appearances, right? Alright, you are empty. I'll turn you off. We got a little bit more gold and silicon to head down there. I think I'll let that build up, though. And we did get the asphalt back through here, so that's good. Now we know where it's at. See, I kind of want to come over to here. Maybe I should have made it out more, but that's fine. This is perfect for coming around the truck when you're parked there. So that's fine. All right, let's get this thing out of the way. We'll take a little run through in the truck. Make sure we can turn around like we think we can. I think we'll call that good. Gotta get this fuel thing figured out, though. That's a lot of fuel usage. Doesn't matter cost-wise, it's just a hassle. Or maybe they fixed something and it's finally on actual hardcore mode. Alright, so we come in here, we load up, and then we head back out. A little rough still. I think I need to do a little more rolling, but for the most part, I'm pretty happy with that. I'll get some of those bushes out of the way. And I could even do the poor man's asphalt treatment, just plopping it down by hand. This come, I thought I rolled this. Maybe I missed that little part. All right, we'll get rid of some of you, and then we're going to call this a good video. Or call this video good. Call this video done? That's probably more accurate. I don't know if it's any good. It will definitely be done. Yeah, here we go. Let's get in there. Some of those down as a guide. And then, yeah, it looks like I could do a little more rolling here. A little more work, but it's functional. And I like it. That's the main thing. Thanks as always for watching, folks. Let's try to look at the camera. Nope, look at the camera. Look at the camera. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.